Oh, it's been good. I mean, obviously, it's never a bad thing to get some rest, but when it's this long, it's easy to get out of it. So, trying to find a way to push ourselves in practice and in the gym, and all those important things we need to do, recover. So, yeah, it's been fun, different.
And as far as the preparation goes, looking ahead for this one, obviously you haven't seen this team in a while, but no secret, both teams know what the big keys are going to be. Just as far as breaking down this one, preparing for the series, what have been the big points of emphasis for you guys so far?
Yeah, we're both going to be watching video, right? So they're going to know exactly what we got going on. We're going to know exactly what they got going on. They're dynamic. Their skill is incredible, obviously. So it's going to be an interesting series. I don't expect anything to be easy out there. There's going to be no easy ice, and they do a really good job in their D zone. So it's going to be an interesting series.
How would you say it feels different this time around compared to 1 year ago at this time?
Been getting that question a lot, and it's just obviously our team's just in a bit of a different situation, right? So different in that sense. We're a stronger team, we feel like, than last year, and with that experience under our belt, hopefully it bodes well.
What are the changes from last year to now? As you have Lusty in the final, you've known him for a couple years. What do you mean to this team? He seems just a good Swiss Army knife for you guys. Does so many things.
He is, for sure. He can take draws. He can play the wing, play center. He can kill penalties extremely well. He's willing to block shots. He can play heavy, actually. He's a bit of a beanpole in a sense, but you see how he drives his shoulder through guys, and he's got great body awareness and body control for a tall, lanky guy. So, nothing but good things to say about him.
How your guys' draft class, top 4 guys are all competing in this final 3 of them on your guys' team. Just when you look back at that class, just was it like seeing a decade now where all of you guys have basically found your way?
It's cool. It is. At the end of the day, the draft matters for one night, right? So you see guys in the 7th round that are playing in the NHL and having fantastic careers. So that's a bit of a lesson, right? It's doesn't matter where you get drafted. You could all end up on the same team.
How do you recognize yourself in this photo?
I feel like not many people might, but yeah.
How do you slow down Connor McDavid?
You don't. He's a dynamic player, dynamic speed. I've had the joy and pleasure of watching him most of my entire life. Us being the same, well, he's a year younger, but always played up. So yeah, it's gonna be fun trying to manage that challenge.
I think that's obviously very important to the team. He didn't fill up the stat sheet during the conference finals. So what does he do that maybe doesn't show up on the stat sheet that is so important for you guys?
Forechecking, controlling the puck, poised plays. He'll block a shot. He'll dive to get a puck out of the zone. The intangibles in the room. He's a voice, and he's a strong voice, and he's an experienced voice, and he's been through a lot in a short career so far, and he's done a lot of great things, and he's scored some clutch goals, and we believe in him as a leader, and he's a great player.
Your PK has faced some good power plays already. What makes maybe Edmonton's unique that it's had so much success?
They move around all over the ice. You can find McDavid kind of in any spot. I think one of the only guys that kind of stays in the same spot would be probably Bouchard up top with that heavy shot. So with that kind of movement, it's really dynamic and really hard to find passing lanes, especially when things are kind of happening but behind you, right? If you're kind of focusing on the puck. So going to be a lot of video to watch and try and find a way and see where their tendencies are, doing something over and over again that we can find.
You're one of the few who've been around for the real lean years here. What's it like for you to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, and you didn't think you'd ever get here?
Yeah, it's funny. Early on, right, you never think it's even possible, but once you get here once, you realize that it's a full team group effort. You need every single player playing at the absolute top of their game. You need bounces, you need luck. And you need to play a certain style of game that we've learned to play that we definitely didn't in the first 6 years of my career here.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
It's been very good. What's maybe some keys you have to look for with them that they've been so successful with?
Yeah, I think both teams been pretty good in special teams, and that's the thing. We have to be disciplined. We can't give them too much time in the power play. For our end, just we got to look some video and to how we can exploit them.
And to last year, you had to watch Sam in the final positions because of the injury. Just how good does it feel to be able to play in it this year?
Yeah, pretty fortunate to get back this positions back-to-back years, and like you said last year, I wouldn't be able to play, and I'm really excited for the challenge and ready to go.
How tough was that last year to not be able to play after being such a big part of getting it?
Yeah, it stinks. It's not fun to watch from the side, and when you think you could play, but yeah, happy to be here now.
Obviously, Matthew Tkachuk's a big, very important player for you guys. He didn't have like a ton of goals or assists during the conference finals. What does he do that doesn't show up on the stat sheet that's so important for you guys?
Who, Chucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's big part of the role in the locker room. He talks a lot, pumps up the other guys' tires, and obviously he still, I don't know what you consider a lot of points, but he's still made up good stats.
What are some of the things he says in the locker room? Is it just like, encouragement? Like, what do you like to say?
Yeah, I mean, just talks through the game a little bit and what it thinks we have to do and to be great at.
Thanks, Lucy.
Thank you.